Backlash over fund for Trump allies.
These people don't deserve restitution. Many of them deserve to be in prison.
Death of a NASCAR legend.
Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch will win.
Hail and farewell.
This show has been a joy for us to do for you.
For Colbert and CBS News Radio.
This was so important as a sinew that connected the nation electronically.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, there are major questions about the future of the new $1.8 billion Justice Department fund created for Trump allies who claim political prosecution. CBS's Ed O'Keefe tells us Democrats and Republicans want answers.
The nearly $1.8 billion fund created by the Justice Department to compensate people who say they were targeted by government actions is drawing intense pushback from Democrats.
This administration is acting as if the American people are their ATM.
And now a growing number of Republicans, like North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis, who calls the fund, quote, a payout pot for punks.
Under what circumstances would it ever make sense to provide restitution for people who were either pled guilty or were found guilty in a court of law?
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche tried to make the case to Republican senators in what sources described as a tense meeting. Senator Tommy Tuberville told CBS News Blanche said there would be no compensation for those who assaulted law enforcement. CBS News has reached out to the Justice Department for comment.
The House of Representatives did not vote, as was planned yesterday, on a resolution that would compel President Trump to withdraw from the Iran war. Republicans did not have enough votes to kill it, so the matter's on hold till next month. Republicans are also working to ensure they have the votes to dismiss another war powers resolution in the Senate that advanced to a final vote earlier this week. Well, millions of us are on the move for the Memorial Day holiday weekend. CBS's Skylar Henry takes us to the highway.
The gas prices are completely insane, make it almost out of control to drive.
Drivers aren't expecting any Memorial Day sales at the pump this weekend.
It definitely hurts a lot right now. It's not pretty. It's probably $140 to fill my tank right now. Before that, it was $80 to $90.
Gas and diesel prices shot up after the war with Iran began earlier this year. Now, the average cost to fill up on regular is more than 50% higher than it was in late February. For some holiday travelers, taking the train is a cheaper option.
I'm definitely happy looking at how much more expensive gas has got that we booked this and we're already set on this.
Tracking service Gas Buddy predicts the price tag could even reach a national average of $4.80 per gallon this summer.
CBS News transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve says it's busy at the airports, too.
The summer has already started here on the ramp at DFW Airport. American expects it'll be its busiest ever, flying 75 million people.
The pressure's on to get the bags and the customers where they're supposed to go when they're supposed to be there.
Shannon Shepard and his team are working to make sure that happens this weekend.
Every year around Memorial Day, it almost seems like things almost double.
AAA is expecting a record number of Memorial Day travelers despite surging gas prices and rising airfare. While airfares jumped 21% in April compared to the same time last year, American expects to kick off the summer travel season flying more than 4.2 million people this weekend.
CBS's Tom Hansen has more this morning on the death of 41-year-old racing legend Kyle Busch.
Shock reverberating through the racing world after the sudden death of one of NASCAR's greats, Kyle Busch. Nicknamed Rowdy for his aggressive style on the track, the 41-year-old loved to win and hated to lose. He won more races across the sport's 3 national series than any other driver in history, with 234 wins. And clinched 2 Cup Series titles in 2015 and 2019. 11 days before he died, Busch radioed his team during the race at the Watkins Glen Cup Series.
Can somebody try to find Bill Heisel? He's the Hendrick doctor guy. Tell him I need him after the race, please. I'm going to need a shot.
According to the TV broadcast, he'd had a sinus cold, exacerbated by intense G-forces on the track. Yesterday, his family announced Busch was hospitalized and died a short time later. A cause of death has not been released. Busch's death came just 4 days after his final win in the NASCAR Truck Series at Dover Motor Speedway.
Why do these moments never get old, Kyle?
Because you never know when the last one is, you know.
Coming up on 5 minutes after the hour.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Over the past few years, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected how we live our daily lives. Today, we also face a mental health pandemic that threatens our well-being as we attempt to rebuild our social networks and communities.
The pandemic has reminded us to value family, community, and our human connections. However, it has also left many of us feeling more isolated, confused, and alone, struggling to find meaning amid loss and uncertainty.
Today, 1 in 5 Americans experience emotional and mental health challenges, but many of us do not understand what we are facing or know how to ask for help.
At the American Psychiatric Association Foundation, we understand what you are going through, and we are here to help. Our vision is to build a mentally healthy nation for all. We work every day to eliminate stigma, combat mental illness and substance use disorders, and advance mental health. If you or someone you love needs help, you are not alone. Please visit mentallyhealthynation.org to learn more.
On TV last night, Stephen Colbert brought down the curtain on the CBS Late Show.
This show has been a joy for us to do for you.
After 11 years of hosting The Late Show on CBS, Stephen Colbert signed off after disappointing a few celebrity audience members.
I'm just curious when our interview starts. I have an extremely long poem I want to recite, and I don't want to run out of time.
Paul Rudd stormed out. So did Tim Meadows and Bryan Cranston.
Maybe I could be your last guest.
The thing is that we already have a pretty special one lined up.
The guy who got the honors?
Hey, Steve, what about me?
Paul McCartney, who invited Stephen to join him for a musical farewell. The former Beatle turned out the lights at the Ed Sullivan Theater for good. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
Well, we are also saying farewell this morning. America's longest-running newscast signs off for the last time. It all began on March 13th, 1938.
Columbia now presents a special broadcast, which will include pickups direct from London, from Paris, and such other European capitals as at this late hour abroad have communication channels available.
Hello, America. This is Edward Murrow speaking from London.
Murrow and his band of correspondents in major European cities brought the world into American kitchens and living rooms as never before.
Now here's Douglas Edwards with the CBS World News Roundup. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. This is Dallas Townsend with the CBS World News Roundup.
Our history has always been important to us, and as CBS News Radio signs off today, too, we all leave with a sense of proud accomplishment and gratitude for our listeners and the great radio stations who've been part of our family. They will carry on.
The best in radio reporting is yet to be. Good night and good luck.
And goodbye. Time on the Roundup, 8 past the hour.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
As we leave now, let's go back to 1938. Robert Trout, the man behind the microphone on that historic broadcast, recalled it years later.
Paul White, the news director, said, why don't we put a number of them together, a number of correspondents, and have a half-hour show. We have a half an hour free.
We've seen a lot during our time here. Almost 10 years after the attack on America, the desperate hunt for the world's most wanted man is over.
2 major cities are now under lockdown.
The fear is that coronavirus is spreading.
The quake unleashed a huge tsunami, a seemingly endless wave of water.
And have had some fun, too.
After they do the stocks, the guy says, time on the Roundup, 8 past the hour.
Some 23,000 broadcasts since it all began. This last Roundup was produced by Todd Weiss. Paul Ferry, who produced the broadcast for the better part of 2 decades, retired last year. Before him, Steve Bolton guided the Roundup for some 20 years. Lucky to work with such great people. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.